Medfield's where it all started, and it's where it should all be finished. The community's been nothing but supportive. My name is Hannah Ross. I am 18 years old, and I am a two-time cookbook author and business owner from Medfield, Massachusetts. My Healthy Sweet Tooth is a business I created when I was 16 years old amidst the global pandemic. I fell in love with baking during quarantine because I needed a hobby that would really ground me and make me feel at peace with myself during those dark and unpredictable times. So when I discovered a hidden talent for coming up with my own recipes and healthifying them in ways that I never knew could be done before, I just took off from there and decided, hey, why not share my talent with the world and hopefully inspire others. I spent the first year during any free time I could get, as much as you could get in junior year, writing down recipes, coming up with new concepts, coming up with flavors. And then to a certain point when I was trying to lead a healthier lifestyle, I started taking those recipes and making simple substitutions like switching the flour for white whole wheat flour, or switching the oil for applesauce or olive oil, or so on and so forth. And so once I became good at kind of substituting out the ingredients I couldn't eat at the time, like butter and milk and such, I became really good at kind of understanding the chemistry of how those ingredients all work together. So now I can kind of just throw a bunch of stuff into a bowl, whip it up and call it brownies, which I think is really neat and cool. And obviously I'm human, we all make mistakes, so not every recipe turns out great. I wrote down all those recipes in this journal that I had. I came up with all those recipes. That took about a year. The first one I came up with was November 4th, 2021, and the last one I came up with was June 16th, 2022. So that took a long time, almost a year. And then that summer of 2022, I started making all the recipes, and I'd been doing that for a year. When you're a senior, you can do something called a senior project at Medfield High School. So I took part in that, and that's what I wanted the cookbook to be at the time. So it was kind of cool to have a concrete idea and watch it unfold. During my senior project time, after all the recipes had been done and I'd worked on that process for, again, about a year, I started transferring all the recipes that worked, all the photos I took along the way, whatever, into this online writing application called Bookwrite or Blurb. There are donuts, cookies, breads, cakes, cupcakes, brownies, cobblers, crisps, crumbles, bars, kind of everything. I like to kind of bake a lot of different things. There are things that I'm not very good at baking, like pies or cheesecakes. So there's certainly room for improvement and room for growth, but I would say those are like my key selling points. It was certainly a journey, but I definitely would recommend to anyone who's wanting to go into the writing field or wanting to just get more in the kitchen and bake a bit more, or tries out their own recipes, or maybe even does something like I do. I mean, I totally would recommend this journey for anyone and everyone who's interested. It took a lot of late nights, a lot of tears, a lot of frustration. It was a roller coaster, but not one that I wouldn't want to ride again. Since I finished the cookbook, I've kind of just been scribbling in my notebook recipes at work and stuff. And I'm just coming up with more recipes for the blog and posting regularly. I'm definitely taking a step back from all the crazy stuff and just kind of finding time to get back into stuff without getting too burnt out. I have worked with the Medfield Food Cupboard. Obviously, I try to help out as much as I can, raise awareness with food insecurity amongst Medfield and beyond. I have been doing Medfield Day, which is like a community festival where small businesses can set up pop-up events. I've done it both years, 2021 and 2022. Thankfully sold out both years, but the first year I donated a third of the profits I made, along with a few allergen-safe foods to the Medfield Food Cupboard. I got to meet with one of the owners of the food cupboard and drop off those allergen-safe snacks, because you see a lot of canned goods and breads and non-perishables go into the food cupboard, but what you don't miss is, like, what if there's someone who's a vegan or who has a nut allergy or gluten-free or something? So I wanted to make sure that we were donating food that everyone could enjoy. They were obviously very grateful, and it was very cool to see the establishment and how it's grown over time. So I produce my own TV show called My Healthy Sweet Tooth. It's a cook show series that I've been hosting since 2021.
Hi friends, and welcome to My Healthy Sweet Tooth.
Today we are going to be making my super moist and indulgent carrot cake banana bread. I really enjoy it. It's grown a lot of self-confidence in me. I was very shy. If you look back at some of the older videos, I didn't really feel comfortable in front of the camera. I didn't know what to say. I would stutter a lot, and it just felt very unnatural for me. I didn't feel very comfortable at first, but I would say over time it's given me a chance to grow more comfortable with talking to people, publicly speaking. The feedback has been great, honestly. I wasn't expecting that much love and support, and so it's just been great to see it kind of bring the community together and share again a hobby that I didn't even know I was interested in about 4 or 5 years ago come to life, and it's been nothing but amazing. I hope I just made people happy, honestly. And that sounds so cliche and niche, but I really just hope I made people happy, or maybe expose them to the world of healthy desserts and healthy living. And who knows, maybe there are people at home trying out these recipes as they watch on their screen or their laptop or their iPad. But if not, I'm proud of the journey I've taken and how far I've come. And I know others are as well. So I'm very appreciative and grateful for everything that Medfield's given me and everything I've been able to give back. I ultimately, after college, hope to get a master's in nutrition and dietetics to kind of back up and verify everything that I've been working towards the healthy veganism route. I also hope to continue posting actively on my blog and creating more ebooks during my time in college, but in terms of afterwards, I hope to start some more franchises, maybe stem off a couple restaurants and bakeries off of My Healthy Sweet Tooth, but ultimately the young goal is to open up my bakery called My Healthy Sweet Tooth and just keep it honest and small and cozy. It's really hard in a small town to get the word out, and that's why I'm excited to see how my business will grow beyond the depths of Medfield. Medfield's where it all started, and it's where it should all be finished. I really do have a lot of respect for this town. The community's been nothing but supportive, and it's a great place to start a small business because, again, it is such a small community and population. So I could see myself coming back to Medfield and certainly doing more events and such and spreading the word of healthy baking.
Are you a hobbyist, collector, artisan, or have a unique skill? If you are a Medfield community member and want to be featured on the show, contact us. For details, visit medfield.tv/medfieldmoment.